Welcome to the Cooker Lab. This is the second week of me trying to change $100 into 100 fucking thousand American dollars. And week two, we have failed to change the $300 into $900. That's so sad, I can't lie. We have every setup that we actually needed to actually flip the $300 to $900. But there's always a but. We did not take or we did not execute a single trade just because one, I was sleeping, two, I was not active in the market. You know what the funny part is? I was literally sleeping right here, just watching the market, and the market just gave me my entry signal, but I was not awake. And when I saw the trade was like a little bit just went, so I can't chase it just because I don't want to make my stop loss big, if you know what I mean. So this week, we have failed to change the $300 to $900. So next week is going to be a little bit tougher. I'm going to tell you guys in a little bit what I have in my plan or what I have in mind. So with that being said, let me just show you the trades I was anticipating to take for this week, and I'll go and tell you what I'm going to plan for next week. So EuroCAD, the first trade. We did not take it, but so this trade was completely wrong. So I was in the first place, I wanted the market to react over this zone. So this zone is just, don't worry about it. So I wanted the market to react over this zone because if you guys go in the higher time frame, it's again, this is a counter trend. Every trade or every single thing right here is an uptrend. I use this resistance zone as a resistance to go to the upside, I would say. But as of before everything happened, this trade was in a beautiful downtrend. It was going, this was the high, this was the lower high. This was the higher high, this is the lower high, yep. Then this was doesn't count as nothing. Then when it broke this structure, that means it changed the character to the downside. So I was anticipating for the market to react over the support zone to actually go to the downside. But this thing did not do as I wanted. So if you guys go in the 4-hour time frame, it just gets more clear, I would say. So if you guys can see left head, right shoulder, again, left head, right shoulder break. And I was waiting for this retest to go to the downside, but this thing did not give me my entry over right here. So we simply did not take it, I would say. So again, yeah, for next week, potentially I'm going to be waiting for some kind of retest to actually go to the upside because now it's aligning with so the weekly time frame, you guys can see it's an uptrend. The daily time frame is an uptrend. The 4-hour time frame is indeed an uptrend. So next week, what I'm going to be waiting for is some kind of retest to actually take this tape to the upside, I would say. And Euro AUD. So this would have taken us to potentially $1,800 right now. But no excuse, flipping all me. So we did not execute this trade. Now this was the trade that I just slipped right here and missed it. So if you guys can see on the daily time frame, the daily time frame currently is in a downtrend. You guys can see this is the lower low, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, then lower low. It broke the structure, so it's gonna use this zone as a support and resist it. So I was expecting for the market to react with this zone, and actually did as I wanted it or as I anticipated to do. And also gave me my beautiful left hand shoulders pattern. So that's what I like. If I see that, I'm all the way in. And if you guys can see on the 2-hour time frame, we got the left, the head, then the right shoulder. Then we got break. So I was supposed to be taking this trade right here, even though it's an early trade or early trade, I would say. So a full formation of heads and shoulders pattern is like, this is a break, then retest, then it broke the structure, another retest is a like proper heads and shoulders pattern. But, oh shit. But this thing also works as in you entering this right here. It's a beautiful and the support and resistance zone and potential left shoulder. If I see my entry signal, if I see a bearish engulfing right there, why not take it? Why not take the risk? So I was supposed to get in the market like right over here, as in like a retracement of the bearish engulfing, and this would have taken us in a beautiful downtrend, I would say, or like we would surpass the goals, I would say. And we just move on. Another one, GBP AUD. So simply, we did not take this trade just because it didn't give me my entry signal. As of year AUD, it gave me my entry signal. We didn't take it. So after this happened, I was waiting for some kind of retracement for this one to happen. So actually go to the downside, but this one did not give me the thing I wanted it to give me. Just went beautifully to the downside. So I simply did not take it. This one was not a mistrade or anything. It just didn't meet my criteria. So yeah, we just passed it. GPPNZD. This one is another one. You guys can see on the daily time frame, before everything happens, or before this happens, you guys can see this was a good support and resistance zone. You guys can see there's reaction, 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 reaction. There's a lot of reaction over this zone. So simply I was waiting for some kind of rejection over this zone. And you guys remember last week, I was anticipating to take this from right here to the upside, but I missed it. So I was waiting for the retracement and retest over this support, resistant, support area to actually go to the upside, and actually did everything I wanted. And again, I missed it. I was so interested. This was my first trade I would have taken for the whole entire week, or for the week, I would say. This would have been the first trade. And I was at the gym right here, and when I got home from the gym, the market was like up here. I was like, man. Then shit happens. We just move on. And again, it gave me to this left head, right shoulder break, a beautiful bullish engulfing, probably on the 2 hour. Where's it at? Gave me my beautiful bullish engulfing. Where the hell is that bullish engulfing? In 30 minutes. Yep. So again, left head, right shoulder, a break. So this is a fully formed heads and shoulders pattern. If you guys can see, this is a heads and shoulders pattern. This is the left shoulder. This is the head, a break over the zone. So change of character, a retest, a right shoulder, break. So now this is a fully formed. You see how this thing is closed? This is now a fully formed heads and shoulders pattern. Waited for the retest, a beautiful bullish engulfing. Again, waited for a retest over the bullish engulfing, and beautiful uptrend. This just could not get any better. I don't know why the flip I was not. I swear to God, just for this week, I changed my gym plan. So from now on, I'm going to the gym in the morning so that I will miss a trade. So we have no excuses from now on. So GPP or AUD JPY. So GPP and ZD is another loss, or not a loss technically, but another miss. So GPP NZD, or AUD JPY, I was waiting. Okay, I can't put this back up. So my stop loss was up here. So we got to the point of 1256-ish, and we would have probably put our stop loss of break even. So technically, this trade was a loss. And the reason why I took it, again, so regardless, even if everything was in an uptrend, you see how the daily time frame, everything is in an uptrend, but this is a beautiful support and resistance zone. So the market every time, or most of the time, it reacts over this zone. So same thing, I was expecting for the market to react over this zone. And you guys can see on the 4 hour time frame, this is a beautiful left head, right shoulder, and actually broke it. So I was anticipating for the market to go to the downside and retest this zone, to actually go to the upside, but did not happen. So this was a simply break-even loss, I would say. So we did not take it. Doesn't matter. GPP CAD. This trade, again, I was anticipating to take this trade because you guys can see on the daily time frame, this currently is in a downtrend. And this is this is the beautiful support and resistance zone. This is support, resistant, support. So I was expecting for the market to go to the downside over this zone. But this trade didn't happen to the point of Friday Asia session, I would say. So I didn't want to hold a trade over the entire week. So that's the only reason I didn't take this trade. We did not miss it or anything. I just was not interested for the fact that it presented itself in Asia session and Friday. So yeah, this would have been up. If we risked this amount, we would have been up right now 1283. I mean, it's not a bad thing. We would have been up like $700 something, but still, nah, it's not worth it, I'll say. So NZD CAD completely went to the wrong side, I would say. I was not expecting for the market to go like this because everything right here was in a downtrend, left head, right shoulder, break. This is the potential, was supposed to be potential retest to actually go to the downside, but shit didn't happen. It just went to the upside. So yeah, so this is the trade we got out of the plan, or this was not in this week. This was supposed to be in no trade. This was supposed to be down here. But we either way try to take it just because we were literally out of market, because every setup I anticipated got to the full take profit, I'd say. So I was anticipating to sail this market because every time when the market goes up, this is like a beautiful uptrend right now. Even on the daily time frame, is it a beautiful uptrend? But everything goes up, it needs to come back down. So you see how this candle, this 2 weeks have been like slow over this zone. If you guys can see, every time it pushes up, 2 week, a little bit retest or a little bit slow down. Sorry. And third week, boom, down. So again, 2 weeks down, probably next week might potentially go down. Not promises, but potentially go down. So again, I was anticipating for because it was like showing me some kind of rejection over this zone. And if you guys go in forward time frame, beautiful left head, right shoulder break. And I was supposed to enter over this zone, but I did not enter because, again, this presented itself, I think, 5 in the morning. And again, I was dead ass asleep. And I'm happy that I didn't take this trade because it would have been a beautiful loss and we would have been probably blown the account. So NZD CAD, I already told you. NZD USD, same thing. I was expecting for the retest to go to the downside. Did not give me my entry signal. We avoided a loss. On this one, AUDCHF, this was a trade that I anticipated to take last week. That took us from $100 to $300. And again, it reacted in the same time or in the same zone. If you guys go in the 1 hour time frame, it gave me a beautiful bullish engulfing, went to the upside. Beautiful bullish engulfing, way to the upside. The only difference is this bullish engulfing a little bit retraced, but this one did not. So you guys can see I put it in the middle. I was expecting for some kind of retest to go up to the upside, but it did not happen. So we have missed another trade. So potentially we would have been up AUDCHF. This would be 4 risk to reward. So that means 300 times 4. It's 1,200. Fucking hell, that's crazy. So we would have been off 1,200 in this trade. AUDCHF, yep, 1,200. Euro AUD, we would have been up like 1,500 in this one. This one I did not take it, or we were not actually taking it, so it doesn't matter. So in this one, we would have been up 300 times. We've been up like $650 in this one. No, that means $950 altogether. We would have up like $4,000, I would say. But that's would have, so it doesn't matter. We are still in a balance account of $300. I don't know if you guys can see it. $305 right now. So yeah. So the next week goal, week 3's goal is to try to change $300 into 2,700. Shit, that's a big thing, I would say. If I actually achieved it, that's amazing. If I blow the account, we'll just start again from a new week, from week 1. Not week 1, but yeah, week 1. So yeah, next week goal is to change $300 into 2,700. Keep in mind, we need 2 good trades to actually flip $300 into 2,700. So with that being said, if you guys like this video, or if you guys want to see the next week's journey, drop a subscribe, I would say, and share as well. I'm going to be posting my analysis probably tomorrow on my Telegram channel, and I'm going to be updating my everyday trading update on my Instagram and on my Telegram. So if you guys want to be part of this beautiful, amazing journey, you guys know what to do. With that being said, let's cook this week. Peace.